For those who aren't career-focused in life, what is your focus? Experiencing. You cannot be happy without experience, and you cannot be sad without experience. However, the experiences you get to have a say in are typically happy. Therefore, I will make all my own choices and experience what I want to experience, and I will be happy. I want to travel and explore, not sit at a desk for 8 hours crunching numbers for a guy who wouldn't bat an eye if I keeled over and died. I know there's other careers, but most require college, something I also don't want anything to do with. I'd rather live my life by my choices, not let someone else dictate how I live. Life, as in actually living rather than existing. Whatever form that takes at any given time. Friends, family, travel, hobbies, learning new things. But it ebbs and flows. There are times where I'm blindly focused on my job at the expense of everything else, but 20-odd years in, those become less and less frequent. And there are times when I'm blindly focused on anything but work. Most of the time, it's somewhere in between. There is no one recipe, there's a spectrum. No black and white. Priorities change and evolve. We're not the same at 20 as we are at 40 and so on. Living life one day at a time, and ensuring I'm enjoying all the little things in life that I find most important, connecting with nature, friends, loved ones. Also, love learning new things, especially life skills. Tea of horrific shit in my young life enough to have learned real quick that status, money, and a career are about the least important things, and will never give me the feeling of purpose and happiness. You only get one shot at this, and I'm doing everything I can to experience the most I can and to the fullest I can. Have the most quality free time possible. I want to be home. I want to spend time with my wife, with daughter, and with my pets, and I want the liberty to prioritize that. Currently, I became an entrepreneur with that goal in mind, despite making way longer hours now. I work with my wife, and the goal is there. I feel alive going home. Before I was just tired, all the time. It's good if you have other goals in life than your career, but you have to make sure those goals are attainable without making so much sacrifices for money. I used to have one of those jobs that took up all your time. 10-12-hour days constantly. When Sunday stopped being fun, because I dreaded waking up Monday to commute an hour to work, I made a change. Started my own business. I put in the work. Every hour I spent working to further myself. Put more money in my pocket. I'm not a millionaire, but I'm comfortable and happy. Now I focus on my family and spend more time with them because I'm not gone most weekdays. My work funds my hobbies, which there are quite a few. Daryl, operations manager, used to say, "This is just a job. Worrying about the things in life that really matter, like what you do on your days off, your family and friends, your health and well-being. More than being just empty words, he meant it." He was a great guy. I was young in my professional career and always kept that in mind. I think it made me a better employee, and no doubt the workplace environment was better. We should be the norm, not the exception. Devoting your life to an economic corporate machine is both senseless and pitiful. Maybe it fills the same hole that fervently believing in a religion or cult do, contributing to something bigger than themselves, even though in this case that thing is monstrous and cares for them not a whit. I'm focused on literally anything and everything else other than my career. I do as little work as I can get away with while still collecting a paycheck. I have a career, but I definitely am learning it's not as competitive as I was first led to believe. I'm making my way up on my own timeline and what works for me. Right now I'm focusing on my mental health, physical health, enjoying my hobbies, planning some trips, etc. Learning about myself. I'm constantly relearning, getting in touch with my values, moral systems, etc. What's important to me is different from a few months ago, so I'm just having a good time growing up, I guess. I have been granted 5 functional senses, an able body and a sound mind. It would be a waste if I didn't put it all into experiencing all that life has to offer to the fullest. A career and money should always just be the means to an end and never the end. Never hold back out of fear. Meet new people and forge connections. Fall in love and love deeply. Play with all of your heart. Travel and travel widely. There's simply so much the world has to offer. God, I always had a focus, and whatever my focus was would always steer me in a weird direction because it was the center of my life. For instance, romantic relationships were at the forefront, but when it would end, it would crush me. I also put my career above all, passion projects above all, friends above all, and each and every time I would get lost in the source. Now that God is first and foremost, each thing falls into place where it should be. Me and my life and those in it. I get off work, and I completely stop worrying about all the bullshit. What happens on company time stays on company time. Oh, you want me to put Teams on my phone? Cool. You gonna pay for my phone? No? Okay, well then it's my phone and I don't want to use it for business. If you'd like to reach me, send me an email, call to work phone, or Teams message, which will be answered promptly during my work hours. I used to be career focused, learned that family and people are more important. Tried to do everything for the people that were close to me, mostly family. They didn't like that because I should be focusing on my career. Turns out the only thing worth putting energy into is my cat and dog. I wish I could focus on my family though. So for now, just my pets until I find humans who want to include me and not just use me. I have a dream job where I average 3.2 work days per week. I always wanted money, and I do very well. But my focus now has shifted to giving my little family the best life possible. Nothing gives me more joy than seeing those around me feeling happy and safe. My family includes my wife, 2 dogs and 2 cats. Traveling is great, but I love being home. Also, I'm focused on a non-base model Porsche. Try to stop me, wife. Enjoying my 20s, as much money as I can, but still living my life as much as I can while doing things I love, going to concerts, swimming, writing, reading, spending quality time with my boyfriend, cooking, baking, etc. I don't love my job, but I also don't hate it. I realized I don't have to love my job to love my life. The money I make go to things I love to do, so that's what I'm focused on. Having fun, learning new things, connecting with other humans, improving as a musician. I've always envied career-focused people though, because they have the potential of having all of the above and the decent paycheck. I've debated whether one can choose to enjoy their career even if they don't, so that they can take home good money and still do all the things they want to do without burning out. Being happy, my thought is you should either do a job you love or a job that allows you to live the life you love. For me personally, even if I did a job I loved, I think I'd eventually end up presenting it. So I'd rather do a job I like and tolerate instead. That then lets me live the life I love and not grow to hate the things I'm passionate about by doing it day in, day out for a job. Family. It's the only thing I put 100 in. Even my extended family gets ignored for my core family crew. Career. What is that? I have a full-time job that keeps my family fed. I'd be doing anything else if I didn't have to. I love friends, but they are my entertainment, and they can generally take care of themselves. I will focus on them only if my family is taken care of. Family, dogs, and hobbies. Work is just a way to pay the bills, so they will get my contracted hours and no more. I've had no intention of progressing my career up the management route for years now. I'll aim negotiate for pay rises or switch jobs to earn more as costs keep going up. But I'm at a level where I'm happy to stay as it brings in enough money for my lifestyle. Enjoying my life, reading, exercising every day with long runs, playing with my dog, gardening, cooking. Not having kids. So it's my life to enjoy. I make enough to scrape by, and I have investment stocks mostly with whatever I can save, which have done very well overall. I'm aware that my obsessive studying on how stocks work in college is what made this possible. Health, family, and community. My non-work time includes yoga, Pilates, gardening, cooking, walking, farmers markets, and political activism. And not going to wonder if I was a good corporate girly. I'm going to think about my family and friends, and whether or not I did my best to leave my little part of the world any better than I found it. Work to live, not live to work. I'm, by all measures, very successful in my career. That everything I've done to move up was with a focus on making the lives of my family better, my kids, a nice home, and travel. I deliver at work. But I will not be checking emails on vacation. I will be at every game for my kids. And I will have dinner with my family every night. I'm in my 40s, and for the first time in 10 years, I'm not career-focused. I quit my job a few weeks ago because I no longer had a full, happy life due to my employer. And you know what? I'm currently living the beach life I've been wanting, focusing on swimming, biking, preparing fabulous meals, and the family and friends I haven't had enough time with. Thanks for the beautiful question. Bhagwan, God, the now, peace, joy, love, helping random people on the internet, trying to genuinely hopefully influence the stopping of human starvation and enjoying God's creation at the moment. I do deal with practicalities given my atrocious finances recently. But thanks to God, things are okay at moment.